Hey everyone, it's Nicole with Guiding Echoes, the channel that is devoted to your spiritual and personal growth. And today, let me fix this camera angle a little bit. And less than 24 hours ago, news broke of Kobe Bryant and his daughter passing away in a helicopter crash. And of course, this is startling for a lot of people because, Kobe and of course his daughter just are so young. So it's shocking for good reasons. And since that has happened, I have been receiving emails and comments from people asking what's happened, like what is happening with Kobe and his daughter on the other side. Where did they go? Are they still together? And here's the thing that I want to say to you about this is that it's really important for us to keep in mind that death is a very private experience. And so although Kobe is obviously a celebrity and he's a hero to many people, this transition is private. What is happening between him and his daughter and their transition right now is extremely private. And every time a celebrity passes away, there's people who bust out the ghost boxes, and there's mediums who come on and they chime in and they claim to be receiving messages from said celebrity. And maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But I have a real problem with that because even though certain people become our heroes, they still have a private life. And when mediums and other people pop up on the scene, you can't help but wonder if they're using that to propel their own fame and popularity. And so they start giving out messages that maybe they shouldn't be giving, that maybe the public doesn't really need to know, because again, death is personal. This is a personal experience. So while I understand the need to have answers, and while I understand the grief that is happening between this and the desire to know, while I understand all of that, I want you to know that it's completely natural to question that. And that's what death does. Death gets us to question so many different things. And when someone we love passes away, whether it's a celebrity that we've never met, because celebrities can still be our heroes, right? They inspire us, they give us courage, and we get to this point where we almost feel like we know them because we watched them on this journey, right? We watched them grow. We watched them hit a certain level of fame. We've seen them fall from grace only to rise back up. And so celebrities can become our heroes. They become very important parts of our lives, and they mean something to us. They stand for something. And so when they pass away, it can have that same shattering experience, just like if one of our best friends passed away. So I want you to know that it is okay for you to grieve, that it is okay for you to mourn, that it is okay for you to even be in denial of this and to cry about it. And the reason I am coming on here to tell you this is because I know that some people can be a little, I want to say, shallow and unsympathetic when celebrities die. They're just kind of like, well, you didn't know them. Why do you care if this person crossed over? Why do you care if this person died? And it's harsh and it's mean and that's cruel. The fact is that this is someone who was important to you, whether you knew them or not, because again, they meant something to you. They inspired you or encouraged you. There's some type of connection that you felt you had with this person. So it's okay to cry. It's okay to be upset about this. You may even find that you lose your appetite for a few days. That's okay. You're allowed to grieve this death, even if you didn't know these people, because death is sad and this is tragic. And I won't go so far as to say I was a Kobe Bryant fan. I mean, I don't watch basketball. I'm not really a fan of basketball players, but the way that he died is tragic. Like, this is sad. So that alone gives us time to kind of connect with our own humanity and empathy and say, this is really sad. And like Amethyst just said, still seems unreal. It's unfair. Yeah, absolutely. It does seem unreal. It does feel unfair. And so you're allowed to go through your own mourning process. And that said, we also need to be mindful of the friends and families that this individual truly was connected to. So even if you have a connection to friends and families of, you know, Kobe and his daughter, whoever the celebrity is that you're mourning, we need to make sure that we're setting boundaries and we're giving them space, right? You can send the card that says, you know, I'm sorry that this happened. You can send messages, of course, that say, you know, if you need anything, I'm here, you know, whatever the case is. But when death happens, we need to make sure that we've got boundaries up. We really need to pay attention to ethics and morals at this point. And it is easy for mediums and people who are intuitive to put their feelers out and sense what happened. We can do that. But again, is it ethical? And I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all. So that said, this is a very heavy situation, guys. I mean, a guy did pass away with his daughter, and that is sad. But again, the transition that he's going through, it's not our business. And I don't believe it's ethical for us to be trying to figure out where he is, because again, it's personal. It is a very personal experience. That said, we can send loving thoughts to his family. We can send thoughts of comfort and compassion and love and prayers and meditation and light and love to the people that are still here. And you can even send them to him. Like if you feel like you need to do that, you can do that. You can send prayers to Kobe and his daughter. You can absolutely do that. So there's ways that we can be supportive in this, in which we're not stepping on other people's toes, where we're not being unethical, where we're not crossing any boundaries. We can still be present in this. And so that's what I want to encourage you guys to do. I want you to know it's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel heavy about this. I feel heavy about this. It's okay to feel those things, and it's okay to navigate through them. What's not okay is intruding on his energy and intruding on his family, and we don't want to be intrusive, you know. Just like when a celebrity is out in the stadium, that's when they're okay being seen by the public, right? They know it's showtime. But when they're home, they don't want people looking in their windows. They don't want people walking through the door with them. They just want to be home. That's their private, safe space. So let's look at it like this, okay? Kobe is home, and he doesn't need us looking into the windows trying to get a last peek at him or figure out what's going on, all right? So, yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know, like, it's okay to, I just feel like there's so much that's overlooked on the ethical part of mediumship and the ethical part of how we handle the death of celebrities, because they're high profile people. And I wish that was a conversation that we had more. But for now, I just want to say it's okay for you to mourn. It's okay for you to feel sad. And if you feel like you need to do something to help, then maybe just write out your favorite memories about that person. That's a good way to just kind of contemplate how this person touched your life, right? So if you're someone who is aspiring to be a basketball player, you just have some type of dream you're going for, and Kobe is someone that you've always looked up to, and maybe there's some struggles that he had in his life, maybe you want to just acknowledge how his humanity touched you and how his success touched you, and write little stories and write that, you know, and you can post that on social media as a way to honor him, you know. So when people pass over, when they cross over, we can find different ways of honoring them, right? So focus on that instead. Think of how you can honor this person. And again, honor your own emotions, honor how you need to mourn this person. And at the same time, honor the ethics here, honor the boundaries, and give him his space. Let him go through his transition. Don't be calling up mediums. Don't be getting sessions with me and asking me what's going on, because I know people are going to do that. And that's not something we need to do, right? We need to give this guy his space. So Yeah, so that's the message that I have for you guys. You know, I know this is, I know many of you are hoping that I would tune in and tell you what's going on with them, and I don't feel like that's ethical, well, I can do that, but again, it's a matter of ethics here. So instead, again, you can mourn him, you can honor him. Those are all wonderful ways to show your respects to him. And the truth is, when we honor people and when we do show some type of respect to them, on the other side, it helps them to not exactly feel better. They hear all the thoughts, they see all the things that we do in their honor. And so it does allow them to see the lives that they've touched, right? So don't be afraid to put your thoughts of that person out there. Don't be afraid to honor them. Don't be afraid to tell them how they inspired you. You know, those are beautiful messages to put out there into the universe. And I mean, I think social media could actually use more encouraging messages and more inspiration. So if a hero passes away and they touched our life in some way, shape, or form, let's absolutely put that message out there, right? The world could use more of that. So anyways, I'm going to end that on this note. So I hope you guys found this helpful. And if you have any additional comments, I guess, or questions about this, you can put it in the comment section down below. Please know I'm not going to answer questions about where he is or what his crossing is going to be like, because again, I don't feel like that's my business to look into it. And if I'm being completely honest, it ain't none of your business either, unless you're a friend or family member. It's his journey. So let's honor that this is private. Let's honor this is his journey. Let's give him time, and let's just honor and respect him for the wonderful person that he is. And of course, do the same thing for his daughter. Respect them and honor them as the wonderful, beautiful people they are, and the inspiration and legends that they left behind, that hopefully many other people can follow in their footsteps. So I hope this is helpful. I hope it, for those of you who are struggling with any super heavy emotions and you felt like you shouldn't grieve or you shouldn't feel this way, I hope that this video just kind of gave you permission to know you can absolutely mourn this. You can absolutely mourn his passing, okay? All right, guys, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for being here, and yeah, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.